Good morning, YouTube. This is Johnny. I made a video yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday. Today is a Sunday here in Western Michigan. It is April the 30th, 2023. It is 9:13 in the morning. Outside it is cold, gray. It's supposed to rain, and it might even snow. Someone made a comment on a video I made yesterday that they wanted to see my field notes collection. Now, I haven't been collecting field notes for a long time. I can't remember when I first started collecting them, but as I've mentioned, I got into field notes because our son Josiah, he would write in them little thoughts and things, and so I always thought they were kind of cool, so I started. Now he subscribed to them, so he would get them in the mail, and what I do is I get an email from field notes, and then I order them if I want them. I haven't bought every single one of them, but I don't open them. I collect them and plan to leave them to our son Josiah as an inheritance. So he wanted to see my field notes collection. Well, first of all, I wanted to just emphasize that my videos that I make for YouTube are part of my online diary, Crooked Fingers and LiveJournal. And someone did make a comment in my last video that they watch my videos and they read daily my online diary, Crooked Fingers, because my videos are really a part of my diary. Not only my paper diary, my online diaries, but they're just a part of, and also in my online diary, I post photos of birds, and I put videos from YouTube, and I put quotes from books and the Bible and things like that. So it's kind of multi-dimensional, my diaries. And as far as my diary, this morning I'm on page 559. No, not 500. 359 for the year 2023. Tomorrow will be in the 5th month of the year 2023, and I should hit, usually I write around 1,300 pages. Now the kind of paper I use is this kind of paper from Staples, wide rule, 120 sheets. And as you know, I use folders for my diaries. And I already have May ready for tomorrow. And as you all know, I use these calendars for my diary, and I write down the days. I have a dentist appointment, as I said, on Thursday, the 10th, Thursday at 10 o'clock on the 4th of May. So I have that. And also, since I started sleeping downstairs, as you all know, my wife retired a couple years ago, and for many years she was a night nurse. And so most of the week I slept alone, and I realized I'm a very light sleeper, and so I decided to start sleeping downstairs in the lower level where we have a bed and a couch and my library. So at night, when I'm down in the lower level, I write in these composition notebooks. So I started doing that. So I'm always writing, I'm always reading, I'm always writing down life. And smart this morning I'm reading. I write, and I got staple pens. I got a fresh box of pens coming today. I couldn't find these pens. I knew I had to order them, but I couldn't find them. And so last night I was looking for my collection of field notes in the main study closet, and I ordered another box, supposed to come today. So I have plenty of pens. I got plenty of paper. To me, it was like many years ago before I was married. I've been married, like I said, next month we've been married 44 years. I started writing when I was like 18 years old, and I didn't really start writing all the time until about 1975. But, and I have my diaries from 1978 up until today. You know the story that when I left California to go to Bible college in 78, I burned my diaries. Part of those crazy things that you do when you're young. But I always just enjoyed writing, and I never realized it would get to this point where now I have tons of diaries and nobody wants them. My kids don't want them because they don't want to, they would fill a room. So, but this morning I'm reading for devotions The Wandering Mind, What Medieval Monks Tell Us About Distraction by Jamie Kreiner. And I got a book out that came to my mind yesterday. I was reading that Pierced by Love, and he mentioned a treatise by Saint Bonaventure, The Tree of Life. And then I remember this book, The Tree of Life, Models of Christian Prayer by Stephen Chase. So I read this almost all afternoon into the late night. And in this book, he mentioned this book, which I got out last night, By the Renewing of Your Minds, The Pastoral Function of Christian Doctrine by Eileen E.T. Charry. So I've been looking at these books for devotions. My wife left for church early because she sets up for coffee before Sunday school. So we didn't read John Calvin. We did read The Valley of Visions this morning. So I'll stop my rambling and I'll show you the field notes collection. This is what started it. My wife bought this for my birthday one year. Field Notes Workshop Companion. She bought these at a local downtown bookstore, Reader's World. Reader's World now carries field notes, but I don't buy them there. I could, but I usually order them online. So here's the field notes. Well, first of all, I was going to show you some diaries that I collect, journals. This is the Book Lover's Journal, my personal reading record. I don't write in it. This came into the Book Nook one time, the library used bookstore. I found this at a thrift store, the Birder's Journal. And a BookTube volunteer named David gave me this last week when they were leaving for a trip to Italy, and he donated some stuff, and he had this, and he said, I'm just going to give this to you, Johnny, as a gift. It's a journal. I don't write in these because I just don't do that. Also, I have moleskins. I haven't opened them. I just collect them. I just collected it. I had a bunch of money one time and bought these at an office supply store. I ordered these online, these little notebooks, but I don't write in them. I just kind of got them for collection. Then I bought these little journals, I Went to the Woods Because I Wish to Live Deliberately by Henry David Thoreau. Here's one, a little journal. Adopt the Pace of Nature. Her Secret is Patience by Emerson. So here are the field notes. I showed you the first one, and then here we go. I don't know what, these are the most recent ones I've ordered, the field notes. The Great Lakes, Michigan, Superior, Huron, and Ontario. On the covers are the Great Lakes, so these, it's a package of 4. And then the Hutch Show Prints, set of 3. And then you have these. I better go fast on these. Then you have irregular issue DC Deer print memo books. United States of Letterpress. Signs of Spring field notes. Grand Canyon National Park Minnow Book field notes. These are national parks. See, they have themes. This is field notes, ruled paper. Autumn Trilogy. These are dime novel. These are field notes. And then there's Snowy Evening. On the cover are snowflakes. Field notes. Set of 350 field notes. Mile marker field notes. Set of 2 end papers field notes. County Fair Regional Edition Michigan field notes. This is a set, 3 missions field notes. It's on NASA in the space on the back, field notes. And then you have Trailhead field notes. Coastal West field notes on the, these are on the coast of, I think it's Washington State. And then you have L.A. Bean field notes. This is another moleskin. Here's another little one, a little one. Hope is the Thing with Feathers by Emily Dickinson. Ooh. Here's another field notes. Ignition field notes. And then field notes. 156-week date book resolution field notes. And then I have another L.A. Bean Boot Edition field notes. So that is my field notes collection. See, it's not really big. I'm sure people who started from the beginning have probably boxes, but I don't know how many years. It's been, I can't remember how many years I've been collecting field notes. But I ordered some last night that came out. They're big ones. They're just black. They're kind of like this size. Just come out and they're just pure black. 2 of them. I ordered that last night. So yeah, I just started collecting them. They're kind of expensive, to be honest. They're like $25. You pay $5 postage. Now, they probably would be cheaper if I went downtown at Rita's World and bought them. But, I mean, every 4 or 5 months, you buy a set and you pay $25. Well, to me, that's not a lot of money. And once again, it's kind of like an investment, because my son Josiah says these, if you don't open them, there are people out there who collect these that will pay double for what you paid for them. So maybe these will be worth a lot of money in 10, 15 years. And they're unopened. I don't open them. I do collect, like I said, journals. I'll probably buy some next month in May. We're going to go to Grand Rapids. We're going to go to independent bookstores and to celebrate our wedding anniversary. And I'll probably buy some journals just for my collection. And like I said, I'm always buying pens. You're never going to have enough pens when you're a diary writer. You can never have enough paper if you're a diary writer. You always have to have paper. And you know, it's like years ago before I left California to go to Bible college, and I would wander around, and I used to have like I said, a little backpack, and I'd carry in my thing, and I always carry a book, and I always had my Bible with me, and a little pocket dictionary, and I had paper, and I had my clipboard, and I had a book, and I had pens, and I could just sit in the woods or sit in Berkeley on Telegraph Avenue, or I could sit in Sproul Plaza in UC Berkeley campus, or I could sit in the library or a bookstore, or go to the ocean and sit on the beach, and I could just write about whatever was on my head. And I could read the Bible, and I could read, I could read books, and I could write. And it was like it was kind of therapeutic in a way. To write down about your life. It's kind of like you could read the books, write down your reflections on what you've been reading, or write down what you see around you in Mother Nature, or write about just life that was passing by you. And I would just write down flow of consciousness, stream of consciousness. And some days when I was really young, I would write 25 pages a day sometimes. Now I don't write as much. As I gotten older, I notice I'm writing less and less. I don't know, maybe as you get older, you realize you don't have much to say anymore or write anymore. Like I said in my diary, I just write about when I get up in the morning, and when I'm reading, I write down stuff, little quotes, little lines there. And I write down about my grandchildren and what they're doing, and our older children who are married and have families. And I write about, I write about the Ukrainians here. The Russians are seeking complete destruction of the Ukrainian people. And so I write sometimes about world events, massive earthquakes that happened in Turkey. And I write about just what's going on around me. And most of the time I just write about day-to-day things. The weather, watching the birds, my wife, what she's up to. Just simple Christian life. Write down what I'm reading. Write down about the weather. Write down about how I'm feeling. Just day-to-day events of my life. But yeah, I collect field notes. And like I said, I leave them for our son Josiah, and maybe someday he can sell them and make some money. So I hope you had a good weekend. Hope you have a good new month in the month of May. And thank you for the comments in the last video. Like I said, these videos go into my online diary, Crooked Fingers. It's my videos are really a diary, a visual diary of my reading life, of my diary life, of my just a visible movie. And so yeah, not much else. So I'll sign off. Yeah, collect field notes. It's kind of fun in a way. So until next time, I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for the comments. Do pray you have a good reading month in the month of May. I have some books downstairs, some used books I can show. I have a book coming in the mail this week, some novels I ordered from Amazon. And like I said, we're going to go to Grand Rapids this month and go to bookstores to celebrate our wedding anniversary. So until next time, bye.